Okay, welcome in. I've just done a mission, so we're kind of doing this video backwards. I've just defeated some Romulans, which you're going to see in a short while. But I thought I'd revisit Star Trek Online, something I haven't played for in ages. I've been loving the new season of Star Trek Picard. If you like anything sci-fi or Star Trek related, and you've like some of the first and second season of Picard was a bit of a letdown. I love Discovery. Strange New Worlds is really good. So there's some good series out there. I'm really geeking out right now. I am a Trekkie, as they say. But there are there's a lot of hope. They've just announced Starfleet Academy. There's going to be a new series coming out. There's some animated series out as well, as if you're into that kind of stuff. But just sci-fi in general. I've been watching The Expanse. Almost finished that recently. And yeah, I'm a fan of Battlestar Galactica, all that kind of stuff. But Star Trek I've always been into for a long time. So I played this game when it first came out. It was made by... I'm trying to remember the name of the producers back then, but basically another company's bought them out. Doesn't really matter what company it was, but someone made the game, and then there was like a lifetime subscription you could buy back then, or like basically a subscription for the year, and you can play. This is a free-to-play game now, by the way. But when it first came out, it was basically going to be an MMO like WoW, and you'd pay an upfront fee if you're in the game, and then you pay monthly for it, I believe. And please correct me in the comments if you didn't have to pay monthly back then. But now you've got options of buying. This is the Briar Patch, by the way, from one of the big Star Trek films. Oh, we're in it. We don't want to go in it. We're just ignoring that. We're flying through it. So yeah, you get. Now they moved it to free to play, and you're like, oh, someone bought the game or paid for a lifetime membership, and then then they made it free to play. Well, so that's not fair, but they gave loads of extra content, and every so often you get free ships if you've got a lifetime membership and stuff. So you get a lot of extra things. You can pretty much grind for free, but it's going to take you quite a while to get the ship you want, or many of the ships you want. We're at the denial system now, flying into the sun apparently. Oh, we've got a... There we are. Patrol denial system. So, I'm just going to carry on chatting for a second, and then we'll skip to the Vulcan part while we go and save Vulcan from some Romulans trying to revenge, and then we'll go back to this mission to end the video. But as I was saying, it's changed a lot, the game has, and it's still quite enjoyable to come back to, especially for a game this old. If you love Star Trek, definitely worth coming back to. It's free to play, so it's almost like no risk if you do want to try it out, in my opinion. There are some quirks about it. There's a few little bugs, but if you're used to anything like obviously I play Tarkov and Star Citizen, so them two games can have a lot of bugs and glitches and exploits in them. So this is very much a very stable game in comparison. But just in general, it's a decent game. It's got tons of content on it, like absolutely crazy amount. You've got all your levels to get up to. When you get to max level, because the game was bought out by another company way back, the kind of when it was released, or just shortly after it was released, I believe, then it was it kind of like messed up the end game, because obviously that was that kind of idea of what end game would be, or the vision of it, or the content was then split between two companies, or like obviously the old company had an idea or a plan, and then someone else took over before they could implement that. Whether they had anything set ready for that obviously affected things, but there's still a lot to do, a lot of customization, and always tons of new content for you to try when you're being... I say new content, you get... I think there's twice a year, maybe two to four times a year they're bringing out content. I always see patches and updates. At a minute, you would have seen Crusher, and she's in the new Picard series, and you also have... I'm trying to think of the other guy. There's Mirror Universe, basically, an evil version of some of the main characters. They've had some real actors involved in the game. They've had Discovery content linked from the actual series on here, and some of the same ships. This is available missions here. We can just say, and I'm only level 22, and you have to level up to different. I'm a commander at the minute, and then once you get commander, you can. I've just unlocked the ship I've got here, which I fully customized. I had the NX-01, then I had the small ship from Voyager. I am going completely blank, but basically, I wish I was at Space Dock, but I could show you some of the other ships. What I'll do is I'll probably skip to that now, actually, and then carry on this conversation of what kind of ships I've got. But yeah, great game. We'll do obviously this part of the video. We're traveling through sector space. We'll go on to back to Space Dock. And then I'm just going to then put in the battle at Vulcan and the taking out these Gorn ships to end the video. So hope you enjoy it, and I'll speak to you at the end of the video. Right, here we go. Mid-battle, just started recording. We've just taken out a few Romulan warbirds. Right, jam their sensors. Fast fire rate. Take their shields down. Faster manoeuvring. Form myself around. Didn't do enough damage. Extra damage here. Chase them down. Get side on both sets of favors. Should be firing. There we go. All are locking on. Got 2 front, 2 rear phases. There we go, locked on. Right, tractor beaming. We're going to fly in front, and then we're going to do vent warp plasma. Smell like that. Right, shields are going down. We better buff them back up. Engineering. Set 1 torpedo off. There we go. And that should finish him. Oh, yes, Stranton in the cell, and he's down. Right, what have we got now? And this warbirds already at me in the jam his sensors so he can't shoot me. Fire my photon. Oh, that done some damage. Right, let's swing around now. Fast maneuvering. Let's get 1 rear photon. That should be charged. Fire. That should finish him off. Oh, he's still up. He's still up. No, that explosion. What was that explosion? Oh, he's out of range. Oh, look at that. That's going to take him out. What? He got his shields up. He only a small amount. Should finish him. There we go. Creates a like micro black hole from their warp going. Right. Let's go help these guys out. Fire a photon at him. Do not have auto attack on, and bang! What? Have they blown him up yet? They still haven't blown him up. You guys need to. Oh, take these. Right, I'm just going to trust them to. We've got closer enemies here. Let's aim for this one right now in front of me. Light warbird here, should be easy work. Jam him. Rapid fire. Get these phases working. There we go. Extra damage. So we can get closer to the tractor beam. Oh, that should be enough. That should be enough. Oh yeah, what a photon. Alright, got another small bird. Let's take out the small ones. Been out of this fleet they've got. I have not. Oh my god. So this is I'm starting this recording with this footage, or at least of the day, but I'm going to do some recording beforehand and put that clip before, just to explain my history of this game. Fire! There we go. Right. Who's closer? These guys still fighting this warbird. Am I in combat still? Defiant class escort. Oh yeah, I was going to say, I'm not travelling that fast. This guy... Hi, bud. Thank you, take him out. Right, guys, come back to here, because we need you over here. Right, we should be out of combat now. Full impulse, back to the fight over here. We've got IRW Lee. Well, that's probably going to be where the Empress is on. Big ship over there. Let's trade this battle cruiser out. Jam the targeting sensors. Full power to phasers. Oh, we all just focused that. Oh. Get sucked into a black hole. And that's it. Is there one more ship or not? Oh, I had a red. Oh, here it is. Oh, that's what it did. I was like, I'm pretty sure I just have one on sensors. Okay, right. About to be in weapons range. Right, we're going to fly right down this throat and check some warp plasma down there. Push forward, they're going to hit my warp plasma. Right, mobile phaser fire. Jam their targeting sensors. Let's come about, we should have a photon torpedo ready. Oh yeah, double. Their shields are still not down. Extra weapon efficiency. Fire that torpedo. I'm pretty sure that wasn't it. Look at this fleet we have. There it is. Oh. Oh, I was about to tractor beam it. Got these cool ships. Some nice variants here.
You may have won this day, but the fight will continue.
Oh,
Romulus will be avenged. There will be blood for blood, death for death. My world is gone.
If anyone's seen
not rest until Vulcan suffers the same
the
fate.
Chris Pine trilogy, the first film or two covers it.
Indeed. Then why does
The destruction
Starfleet
of
use
Romulus.
ships equipped with weapons of mass destruction? Why did the Vulcan Science Council willfully refuse to assist us when there was a chance to save our world?
Yep. She's not happy that her planet got destroyed. She's trying to avenge, blame people that basically the sun blew up in their system. Scan debris. Right, we've got to go scan debris. Where we got to go? Over here. Find some interesting facts. So this is a ship I just customized, just upgraded to this class ship. If I come to a full stop. It's my Nexus. USS Nexus, I called it. Got a little Type 7 shuttle aboard as well I can use. These are some of my shit. I got a Nausicaan. I called him Predator because he's giving me that kind of vibe of being a predator. Just needs the old cool suit. I think this is not a Constitution class. Is it a Constitution class? Maybe a Constitution class. Very edited. So either you can change all the colorings, and because I'm like specialising in tactical. As I'm a tactical officer, we kind of done some red details on the ship. The lighting in this game, though, is still pretty, like, silver detail on the ship as well. For a game this old, still a decent amount of detail in this. It's no Star Citizen, but you can kind of see the shadows depending on which angle I'm at as well. The lighting is pretty well done on these models. You can customize them all as well. I've got a nice NX-01 from Star Trek Enterprise days as well. Apparently we've got to scan this. Yep, part system. So we're just going to warp out of here. Over here. So some of the planets, the effects look pretty cool. This is sector space we're now in, so we can like fly around here. So I do have a quest down here, I think. Right, we'll collect this reward while we're warping there. If I put all power to speed, I'm going to see if my warp factor goes above 8.2, 8.21. You must choose. Oh, I've got to choose a reward. So we get all these expertise, some dilithium, career-specific kit, overcharged plasma sniper rifle, personal covariant, and Mark VI. What does that do? Plasma damage and knockback, or do I want like survivability?
On a remote world, scientists are adapting Borg technology to suit their own needs. A Federation crew, caught in an impossible situation, fights to survive. But help can make others attack. Who will heed their desperate call? In their anguish, the Romulans could cause a greater tragedy than even they imagine.
Ah, the Gorn ship's in the Denier system. There you go. So we go back to here. We actually need to go to... this is the Denier system. So we're just changing course. We're flying to the wrong one. It's a bit closer, I think. So we'll just go here. Then we'll go back to that main quest. But yeah, this is... it's not a bad game for its tenure. Right, we're going to go take out these Gorn. I am doing this video recording completely backwards, so me trying to tell the story and remember which part or what order I'm telling it is very challenging. Oh god. Take it on 3 of them at the same time. Right, let's take out one. Focus fire on these. Oh, I put all power to bloody engine. That's not good. Right, let's jam his... Keep these shields up. Come around. Fire the torpedo. That should take him out. Yeah, there we go. Right, one down. Nice and easy. Right, I need to come round on him here. We need to get close enough. We've got a tractor beam him. This is not going to be all. So we're taking out some Gorn in this area. I'd like to think that all plasma did a lot. Just chucking that in front of him. Like caustic of Star Trek here with chucking a gas around. And the Apex Legends fans out there will know what I mean. So positioning your ship as well, so you're like, I've got my right side of my ship here. I'm trying to think if that's port or stern, is it? And you've got aft and fore weapons. But yeah, so I'm going to transfer power to the aft shields now, so I'm concentrating on regenerating my aft shield by clicking that bottom arrow. So when I've got the back of my ship pointed there, I want to focus on repairing that part of my ship. What's going on with there? So what's it saying now? Eliminate enemy forces 1 of 5. Oh, so that was only 1 of 5 enemy forces I've got to take out? Oh my. Right, let's go. Got some hydrazine gas here. I'm trying to scan this gas. You sons of bitches. Right, Shantaran shields to my right hand side here. Gonna jam the signal of him, and then now weaken the shields, fire a photon at the back of my ship. So these recharge. I've got 1 photon at the front and back. I'm taking a lot of battering from there, so I'm going to rotate around, power up my shields again. Rapid fire, straight him. Fire all weapons. Right. Power up that. I'm taking damage on that shield, so I'm going to rotate. So my right hand side is taking the brunt of it. So I'm not always facing the same side to the enemy. And what I'm going to do is tractor beam these guys. Focus fire. I'm going to fire right through the middle of these guys and eject war plasma. Right in their face. And then rapid fire. Oh! Look how much damage we just done to them all. Auto fire, come on. Took him out, and then he's weak as well. Oh, it's like a fish in a barrel, as they say. Jamming his signal, so his targeting sensors, so he shouldn't be able to attack me too easy. And should be finishing him shortly. There we go. And I'm just going to fire straight into this gas and scan this, and be able to pick up some loot. Easy does it. Got a little puzzle here. Waveform matched. Take some extra stuff. We've got some more forces in the area. Here we are. Right. We're really bad moving. War plasma right in the middle of them. Right in their face. Right, I've taken a lot of damage on that one side. Power up my shields here. Go right in the gas, they can't move anywhere. Come on, photon fire, yes, take him out. And finish him up with the phases. Right, this other guy did not get affected at all. See his full health here. My war plasma did not work. This is the best bit about the game though. I think it's a space combat. Really enjoyable, really good tactical. Hold him still. Make sure the same side of his ship faces me. His front shields are down low, we're keeping it down. Base to get straight through, there we go. See, if I let him turn there and didn't use that tractor beam, he would have rotated around and had another part of his ship shielded. We've got any one along me left? Oh, let's go get that. Now fire the rear photons. Oh, we've got a double one there. We've got one more wave to finish, guys. Right, let's do it. Full stop. So this ship is a bit of a tank, but I did have a escort I could have taken, but I would have been taking a lot more damage. It's faster and more maneuverable and has one more tactical station than science, so you can see all these like abilities. I've only got one tactical officer on this ship, so my attacking options are not as good. But I've got a science station empty at the minute because I haven't got enough officers, so I need to find I need to recruit one. I think I can do that at Starfleet headquarters. But yeah, the engineering station. That would enable me to maybe get an extra like shield buff in, or this one extends shields to a friendly. So if I was playing with a friend, or you know, was trying to protect a ship in one of the missions, I could use that to extend my shields over them. Why am I targeting this one? Let's target this one here. Jam his signal. Come towards me, come on. See if they chase me. You didn't chase me? Oh no, oh no. You'll take a... There's fire in a photon. Oh, we had the shields up, that's good. Right, again, get both phaser banks firing, so if we get him just in that where our attacking arc crosses over. So I have like a... Keep tagging. I've got like a 90-degree targeting arc at the front and rear of my ship for my photons. So the front like angle here. Getting all these lockboxes out, pay real money to open. I think I don't see anything about the game. I'm trying to get you to do that, but as I say, you don't have to. No anomalies to power system. There we go, done. Gorn is taken out, so we had 5 waves of that. That was fairly simple. There was no like larger ships. They were all the same size, so they were quite easy to take out. But you can obviously have a much more varied fight, where you've got like we've got some experience here. We're going to level up to 23 maybe. Once I get to level 30, that's my next run of being a captain, and I can get something like the Voyager, the Intrepid class ship, and there's a few more as well, which I will show you at Starfleet headquarters. Did I say finish the video? I'm losing track because I've recorded these all in different orders, these segments. So, yeah, you'll see it in the video. If you haven't already, then I'll put it at the end. But yeah, thank you for watching. And yeah, I'll cover a little bit to close the video off at Starfleet headquarters, which we're now going to fly to. Right, with wherever this is in the video, whether it's at the start or the end of the video, this is... I just thought I'd highlight this part before we get back to the Sol system. Is this the Earth system? And you've got all the planets like rendered as well, which is quite cool. So I've just arrived here, so it's obviously Jupiter's around the other side. You've got the Sol system, so this is the Sun. And you've got all these planets rotate, all of our planets rotating for here as well. So we're going to enter the Sol system now, and then we're going to go and just go down the space dock, and I'll just show you around a little bit of just the decor and just talk a bit through that. And then within the video, we're going to... Oh my god, what is this shit? There are some really cool ships around here as well. So just before we go to space dock, we'll have a look at this. I don't even know what this is. This is a Federation escort. Look at the size of it. You can get some really cool modded ships. Oh, this is all good things. Damaris Adiabatic. Look at that. So this is probably going to be a mirror universe ship. And they've obviously used colours and different colours and mods. I'll show you inside the space station how you can customize ships. But that looks pretty impressive. Something Giorgio has put together. I don't know what that is over there. You got a Federation cruiser, you got the standard cruisers, and then you got some player ships out here. This one looks like a standard Miranda class ship, and the player is level 42. Called it USS Hotspur, and they've kept it very standard. Yep. And let's go over to all the ships over here. Oh, there's a nice one up here as well. So you've got the Sovereign class above me. Looks of it. Here. Federation cruiser. And then you've got the USS Independence. That looks like a variant of the Intrepid class, maybe, like a futuristic version. You got I don't even, that looks like a asymmetrical weird design, like a space station. But that's a very nice ship. You can see it almost looks like the USS Prometheus. It might be one of them subclasses like from the future if you've ever seen Star Trek Voyager. It's a really cool episode of that. And you've got another one of them ships over here as well. So you've got one there and one here. It must be like the size of that ship. Definitely like a kind of Emperor level ship. And you've got some cool ones over here. So I never know what's going to be available. I did see some nicer ships as well earlier on. Like a more variety. We've got a I'm pretty sure this is a Sovereign class ship. Very nice lines on this one. There's some decent detail in these models, these starship models, as well. Very sleek and low down. There's like a little propellant position underneath it. Oh wow! Hello. This one just jumped in the system. Look at the size of him. Is that a Romulan? The thing is as well, any other factions that are involved with the Federation you can play as well. You can play as Klingon and Federation. Actually, it's more Klingon Warbird, actually, saying Klingon. It would be cool to actually see the spec of it. Set focus? No, not set focus. We want to... info. He is Reman. Oh, a Reman, so that's off Insurrection, is it? Where Tom Hardy played the villain in that one. Very nice ship, very heavily modified. Some nice ships here as well. There's a lot of variants. They actually use some of the ships in this game to help inspire and actually use some of the same designs from this in the Star Trek Picard season as well. So that's a Sovereign class ship, 100%. And really nice. Beautiful looking ship. That's what got me most excited about the game, is seeing some of them ships fly above some of these planets in and the planet, I think this is pretty good detail, Earth here. And you can go down to Starfleet Academy. Unfortunately you can't fly down like on Star Citizen. And I don't know if you guys want to see me compare this to Star Citizen, that'd be like, I'd love to in the future for a game like Star Citizen to have like mods available to then have a custom server where you could just put a skin of a Starfleet ship in that game, so then you can get out your bridge seat and then you could walk around your ship inside it, and then you can, you know, everything's like real to life scale. It'd be incredible. But these ships, on a scale to some of the ones that are currently in Star Citizen, these are so much bigger. So the size is just like I don't even know how to explain that, like how much difference in size. This is a very nice ship though. But I could be here forever because you're going to constantly have ships. Oh, what's he doing? Just scanning the station, as you do. There's some cool variants of ships around here though. But we could be flying around here forever just looking at all the different variants and ones that are... This is the one we looked at earlier, I believe, maybe? Let me speed up. No, we haven't looked at this one yet, but that's a really nice one as well. Oh! Space dock doors are opening. That's pretty cool. I don't know if someone's going to fly their ship out or if I can fly in there now. Can I fly in? Should we try? I'm going in. I might blow up here. Now in space dock control. Oh, maneuvering thrusters only, so it's slowing me right down. Oh! So you just fly into that door and it actually takes you inside the space dock. Speed me aboard. There we go, nice. Does that mean my ship's in the middle here? So this is, anyway. This is Starfleet. Not Academy, Starfleet headquarters. Starfleet Academy's down on the planet. We are in the space station right now. I don't know if my ship's out there. I want to see. We've got an escort class ship there. I can't see it. That one's being worked on, which is pretty cool. I think these are all permanent fixtures. It would be cool if they have a certain amount, so if a space opened up, you can fly your ship into the doors and then you'll be one of the ones that you can view your ship from the viewing lounge. But a lot of attention to detail in this. The graphics are definitely noticeable more in first person in regards to like textures and rendering and stuff like that. But you can acquire ships here. Get a new starship. Let's have a look. So this is the ship I bought back there. Turned up. We got the NX-01 from Star Trek Enterprise, and then this is kind of a variant of from the era of the original series. It's not quite the Constellation, although it's a utility carrier, and you've got Delan Warbird. It's Romulan, yeah, Romulan Star Empire. Quite nice ships. You got Romulans and stuff you can go on there. And then this is the Enterprise refit, the Constitution refit. So this is variation. So you got Enterprise, uses Enterprise on there. It's just a prequel, but you can put whatever configuration you want on there. Very nice ship. I could have bought that one. That is for the rank before me. I haven't got that one yet. It's only price only 2,500, so I could buy that as well, but it's not as good as the one I got. You got the escort ship here. It's kind of the same category. Built kind of like inbuilt in the cells, and then the Equinox was the one from the Voyager series that I was trying to remember earlier, or later in the video. Would depends how I order this again. Very nice ship, and you got all the different variants of each ship as well. So we can go on here, and that's the Equinox variation, I think, from the series maybe. And you can see all the different nacelle patterns, and you can have a combination. So there's the Equinox, but that's definitely not what it looked like in the TV series. And then you got the Rhode Island. That's probably closer to what it looked like in the series. But it's quite cool to be able to change that, and whatever combination of these, I'll show you in a minute, you can change within the cells. So these are the ones I could choose. I could choose a research vessel, science vessel. I had one of these as a toy as a kid, them and a Voyager one as well when I was a young wee lad. And then this is the attack cruiser. Attack escort. It's a heavy escort, so you've got 2 tactical positions and 3 consoles as well. So that will just enable you to be able to do more attacking options and more DPS, but you also have 20,000 base hull damage, and your shield modifier is 0.9. And then your shield modifier is 1 here, so slightly more you get from your shields, but it's also 26,000 on the hull, so you do take a little more damage. And this is just the base variant here. And you can go to Dakota, which I based mine on, but then changed a couple of bits of the hull and the nacelles. And then you've got the Stargazer as well, which is all built in. Really weird hull configuration in the middle here. The saucer section's quite nice. And then you've got the Constellation series, which is like the original, one of the earlier on models. One of the only ships that's got 4 nacelles. And then you've got loads of other ships as well we can go through here. You've got obviously from the Next Generation, the Galaxy, and you've got different variations. The Envoy, very nice. Actually, that one is very nice. I do like the dark colours on a spaceship. Galaxy, I wonder if we not see the Celestial as well. It's another variation as well. I'm not sure if that was in the Next Generation as well, and they kind of go both. From Deep Space Nine, USS Defiant, you got the Gallant. I've never seen that. The Vigilant, different version of the Vigilant. Adamant, that's a very nice one. I've seen this one before. I think this is from maybe it's from the Mirror Universe. Quite a nice ship. Really good looking. And you got the Devasant Noser, and then Mirror Universe kind of version as well. You've got the USS Voyager from the series. The Cochrane, which is a more compact version. A bit chunkier. Looks like it's got mutton chops. Another variant, which is a Discovery class version of that, and the Pathfinder, more futuristic looking. I think this one quite nice though. But yeah, you've got variants of every single one. I can kind of cherry pick ones. So this is a Sovereign class I really like, and I think the Sovereign refit is probably one of my favourites here. You got the built-in impulse engines into the saucer section. Get really geeky now. Got a majestic, quite cool nacelles there. And the noble as well. Bit of a weird, clunky design, that one. Got the advanced exit. This is the Equinox, I believe. Advanced. Prometheus class was a multi-vector. Oh no, this is the multi-vector assault one. This is the one from the series that actually is from Starfleet. And this pointy bit at the front would separate into its own ship, and then these two nacelles would separate. So you'd have like 3 ships in one. It's just crazy. Cerebus, 3D print these as well. So customize starship, here we are. So this is where we can customize this one. Oh, it's just forgot exactly. Hopefully it's just going to remember what starship I had anyway. So we can choose what inside bridge layout as well as you can get the Voyager and Intrepid layout. Get standard layouts for free. You can get different style layouts. I've got the classic and the triumphant, and then all these ones you can buy for credits. You can get credits converted from in-game currency. You can convert dilithium into these Zen credits, so you don't have to buy these with real money. You don't want to. As I say, it's all grindable. And then you can choose what material you have and stuff on it as well. So you can go on several. I think Type 4 was pretty good. That's the one I used before. And then you can choose what window pattern you have, and you can go in advanced as well. This is what I was saying earlier. You can go into, like, say, the upper pylon, the nacelles on the top, and you can change what each nacelle is doing. So you can kind of do that one for the top, and then for the bottom nacelle, you can do that. So mix and match, and then you can do the pylons. You can kind of position them differently, and then it's, yeah, it's crazy. Do a nice chunky saucer section, and then I can do what was I going to do? The hull. There we go. Look how much different that looks already. So you can do the hull, which is separate, the source section separate, and the nacelles, and also the bits that connect the nacelles to it as well. That's just one of the ships. So cancel my ship changes, because it should remember what my ship looks like, hopefully. And then you got, yeah, Starfleet headquarters and stuff up here, and then you've got it down on the ground as well. Starfleet Academy you can transport to, or you can go to your ship transport as well. And this is just in space stock as well. So you can come around here and grab missions as well. See ships flying by, which is pretty cool. Can I help you? And you got all these people you can get missions from. To be fair, there's certain bits like the character models and stuff aren't the best. But the game looks pretty good, to be fair, especially for its age. It's aged pretty well. And there's tons of missions you can do and expansions and raids and stuff you can do in the game now. So look at all these. What I do for some of these models in real life. These chrome ships. I've actually got some in Picard, actually, in the ship. These models. Quite cool. Hope you enjoy watching. Say it's definitely worth checking out. Hopefully you see some example of some of the combat, some of the missions you can do, what the game looks like, what the options you can do. As I say, I can beam down to Starfleet Academy if I wanted to as well. I'll end the video doing that. And yeah, if you are into Star Trek at all, definitely worth checking this out. Just have a little go with it, and where am I going? Transport room here, and seeing what you think about it. And you can be this beam down to Starfleet Academy. Here we go. You can be like a Borg hybrid with a pet cat. It's a Pokemon, isn't it? She's got a Pokemon. I want one of them beam down. So we're going to beam down to the planet. All the animations are quite cool. So if you go onto a space station, you're walking around, you have the beam out, and it does this little animation to show you transporting back to your ship. So there's like kind of that immersion as such. And I've only been Starfleet in this game, but you've got all the different. You've got Romulan and Klingon as well, and I think there's a few other subspecies you can be within that, but you can be in the Klingon Empire and the Romulan Empire. The Golden Gate Bridge, very famous. Oh, what just happened? There's a load screen. I just teleported. Love it. I was looking over here. So as I said, there is a few bugs in this game, but that's not the end of the world, just doing that. But yeah, this is Starfleet Academy, which has been in the films and other stuff as well. It's been pretty good. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed watching this video, and just to see an example. This is all on kind of max settings, by the way. It's on 1440p, and like the top settings you can do options and graphics all maxed out. Everything's turned on to high. Obviously this game being as old as it is and me having the PC I have, that's not a problem, and I've got 1440p and 60Hz. You can change that up to 240 if you want to. If I change that, let's see if it breaks anything. If anything, it should run a bit smoother. I didn't realise I did not have it on 240 before, so frame rate should be even better now. It's not locked to 60 FPS. So it should look a bit better. But as you see, the animations on characters on the grounds, you've got your dive and stuff like that, and I've only got like kind of these 2 bars to choose from, got different weapons to choose. It's just the ground combat is not as refined and feels as immersive as the space flights. But yeah, hopefully this has been a good kind of, whether it's your first time intro into Star Trek Online, or just basically just good to see another person's perspective from someone that hasn't played it much. I've dabbled in it and jumped back into it a couple of times since it's come out. I played it quite a lot when it first came out, and then so I got to level 20 when the game first came out, and this is my main character. This is my main character back there, and I've got like 2 other characters as well. If I go into log out now, actually, you can see the characters. I keep saying I'm at the end of the video, and then there's extra bits I want to show you. So it's logged me out. Let me log in. It's going to log me in here. Right, okay, so these are my other characters. So I've got, this is the second one I started leveling up recently. I've done a Vulcan and was leveling up and done some Discovery storyline, which is really cool. So you can see these are the uniforms from Discovery if you've ever seen that series, and that's the ship I've got at a minute. The load screen's pretty cool as well, because you're at space dock here. It will show you what your current ship is. That's obviously my current ship and this character as well. And I've got Alithia as well, who's got the NX-01, and I just started her as a new one. But you've got new characters, so you can choose to be part of Starfleet. Oh, there's more than I realised. You can be the Klingon Defence Force as well, which is really cool. You can be, and this is over Kronos, I believe, some Klingon, and you'll probably have a bit more combat in them as well. Discovery, this is obviously my alternate one I tried. So Discovery's set in a different timeline. They do line all these up, so as I show you, some of these storylines will start at different points. Oh, so you can be... Oh, that's pretty cool. I think these character models actually have quite a lot of detail in them. These are the... why can I not remember? The... Yeah, it's going to be in here, isn't it? The naming of these. The Jemadar. This is a Jemadar soldier. You're a genetically engineered Jemadar soldier. You will fight alongside threats and watch over member worlds of the Dominion. So the Dominion, obviously, you get the bad guys, and they're fed on this like the white. They're basically like fully grown within 3 days of adults, because they're genetically engineered to become like soldiers. This is a very focus from DS9 era, but yeah, I think their character models are pretty well detailed. You got the original series. This is very retro. And Starfleet Commander's headquartered in the Sol Systems. It doesn't really 2270, but then obviously I think there's like something like a time paradox, or like you get sucked into a black hole and then transported across time, and then you end up back in the main storyline. So these all have different start dates, and you end up back at the same point. So everyone's in the same universe again, like so you can play with your friends. But once you've done that kind of opening storyline, then you'll end up back there. And then you got the Romulan Republic as well, which is pretty cool. So the Romulan Republic formed a space-going fleet in the aftermath of the destruction of their homeworld. So then they've obviously, got their own backstory. And then within each of these factions, you can then choose your race as well. So obviously I'm a human here, I'm a Vulcan here, and I believe I'm a Trill here. I think this character's a Trill. So yeah, be it anyone you want. Anyway, thank you for watching. Any questions or anything I've missed, please comment below. And if you want to see more Star Trek or comparisons to other games or me doing some more missions, let me know. If not, it's just going to maybe be a one-off video, or I might come back to this in a few months or a little, in the future and compare it again. But thanks again, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Much love.